Hello and welcome back, fellow history, hair, and antique lovers. I was not intending on filming anything today, but as you can see, I have this absolute mammoth of a box that I decided that I would like to unbox on camera for you. Now, the story behind this box, no, there is not hair in here, but there is something that I've been searching for quite a few years now. Now, some of you may remember this lovely pot of hair flowers that I showed during my very first video on this channel, and it is still to this day one of my personal favorite pieces of my collection, possibly one of my favorite hairwork pieces of all time. I've actually got a great story about this piece that I'm going to share in an upcoming video, actually. But as you can see, it is not a wreath in a frame like so many pieces of hairwork are. It is a standalone pot of hair flowers, and something like this would ordinarily go in a dome, something you can set on a table or a desk. The Victorians were absolutely obsessed with putting things under glass. Beautiful things, decorative things, and of course sentimental things. They put so many things under glass domes: clocks, wedding memorials, hair, shells, flowers, you name it. Now, the fragile nature of these domes has, of course, led to not too many of them being around anymore. So you will much more commonly come across a framed hair wreath than you will a domed piece of hairwork that still has the dome intact. So I purchased this piece a few years ago without a dome, and I've been on the hunt for a Victorian-era dome that will fit this. Now, technically I could have tried to find a modern dome, but the problem with modern domes is that they were not as big and dramatic as most Victorian domes were. It is very difficult to find a dome this tall that was made in today's day and age. And if you do find one, they are enormously expensive because they are just not that common anymore. So I have one from the Victorian era. Hopefully it is big enough, hopefully it's the right size, and hopefully it came to me intact, because it is a very fragile piece of glass. So let's keep fingers crossed and we'll unbox it together. I'll get this out of the way in case of any catastrophe. And let's get to it. Let's unbox this monster. I don't think I have ever actually received a package this large in the mail before. So this is really quite exciting. Alternatively, I have not sent any boxes quite this big, but I have had to send out a few really massive packages when I make domed orders for modern hairwork commissions. Because what I do when I pack, and what I suspect we'll find here, is that the box is technically a lot bigger than the item inside, because you need to accommodate for a lot of extra padding when you are packaging domes. Oh, I'm so excited. I'm also very nervous. I have not gotten a Victorian dome in the mail before, but I have received a few broken shadow boxes here and there, and that's always, of course, devastating when a beautiful antique that's 100, 200 years old comes to you and it's just absolutely shattered. It's heartbreaking. So let's hope that this seller knew what they were doing when they packaged it up. I bought this on eBay. When it comes to old pieces of glasswork, like frames and domes, I very often find myself just watching eBay, normally for a couple of years, to get exactly the right piece. You can't usually just find exactly what you're looking for when you need something this big and this specific. Okay, the first layers of foam. I see that newspaper was the padding of choice. I often use packing peanuts when I am sending out domes and large shadow boxes. Foam for days, foam and newspaper. I feel like a kid at Christmas. This is something I have been waiting for years. Oh, I hope it is intact. I hope it's just right. Oh my goodness. And I'm definitely getting in this box when I'm done. That's a fact. Whew. I think I got styrofoam in my eye, my word. Oh yeah, this seller definitely knew what they were doing. This thing is locked in here tight. Okay. I have found the giant ball of bubble wrap. One of the safest ways to mail domes is to just wrap the heck out of it with bubble wrap. Find a box that is much larger than the item itself so that you can pad it down with packing peanuts, newspaper, styrofoam, and pack it in so tightly that there is just no way that that thing is going to move in transit. I'm going to have bits of styrofoam all over me for days. It's like the glitter of the packing industry. Okay, moment of truth. Let's take out this bubble-wrapped monstrosity of a dome. Oh, there she is. Now, how to proceed? This thing is packaged tightly. Okay. I have struck glass, and I see what they did. The seller, the sender, actually put packing peanuts inside of the dome. Very clever. Oh my goodness. Onions have layers. Ochres have layers. Bubble wrapped Victorian domes have so many layers. She's wearing a hat, just like me. Here, I'll trade you. You guys, look at her. She's beautiful. Oh, I'm so excited. here's the fun part. Are you ready? Nope, look at how tightly that's packed. Well done, sender. Okay, let's find the base for her. It's gotta be in here somewhere. Oh my word. Got her. Corner House Collections from eBay. I will put the seller's information in the description because can confirm, well packaged. Well done. Here we go. Wow. Look at that beautiful wooden base. Oh, I love her. I'm just gonna have a whole outfit made out of packing material. Why not? It's quarantine. We have to find little ways to entertain ourselves, don't we? Okay, let's get all of these darn packing peanuts out of her. Okay, now we can have our packing peanut fiesta. Yay! Look at her! Oh, my beauty, my beauty. Wow. This dome is in very, very good condition. With just about any Victorian-era dome that's this old and has still survived this long, you'll see a couple of little scrapes or nicks on the base, maybe a couple of chips in the glass. The only really teeny tiny minor chips I'm seeing are right here at the bottom of the base, and they are not even noticeable unless you are looking directly at them from a close distance. Oh, this is just splendid. Let's see how my pot of flowers fits in her. Now, when I took the measurements, I thought that this dome may be a little taller than was even necessary, but it's been difficult for me to find one that's tall enough as it is. So look at her. She is a little shorter than I'd prefer, but in the absence of having one that is exactly the perfect height, this is going to be so easy to find a little wooden piece or pedestal that I can place the flower on just to move it up in height a teeny tiny bit, but oh, so splendid. That is just stunning. I am so elated. I hope you had at least a little bit of fun watching me open this monstrosity of a package and going a little nuts with the packaging material. But I'm delighted. I hope you all are equally delighted. I was not kidding. I'm gonna try to get in this box, because I bet you I can. While I just sit here like a crazy person, why don't you like, comment, and subscribe, and make sure to click the little bell. your bell jar. And I'll see you all next time.